And unfortunately, we did see where I guess him and the Niners are starting to talk again.
I'm not buying it.
Ooh.
These are Niners reports trying to have the Steelers up their offer.
Okay.
I'm not buying it.
Because I did see they said they started with a fresh slate. I was like, how do you start with a fresh slate at this stage? We know what the numbers are. So we could, act like we don't know each other. Hey, I'm Arthur. Hey, I'm Deke. Hey, I want $30 million. Hey, I don't want to pay you $30 million. Well, now we're back where we started at. So I don't know how any of that is going to change per se, but I did see that. I ain't know how you felt about that, man.
Yeah, I think it's just the Niners leaking information.
Yeah,
and for the most part, I think it's false information because Aiyuk hasn't been happy with some of these leaks. I don't know if you saw. It was probably 3-4 days ago. He responded to some of the information being thrown out there.
I missed this, man.
He's like, enough with the BS. Like, Niners, you only got 2 options. Like, let's put up or shut up.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
I missed that. Yeah. That might have been while I was I guess I was processing Juju getting released over this weekend too. I think that's what I might have missed the signal. You know what I mean? Because Juju got released, and then I was like, okay, his name popped up. We bring him back. Are we interested in bringing him in here? So Aiyuk is not happy. Aiyuk is still on the out from where you perceived it, right?
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
All right. Because like I said, I missed that. I didn't get that part.
I think he's a Steeler.
Okay. I like it then, man.
I did hear in the last day or two that we have reportedly upped our offer. Whatever that means, I don't know.
Maybe it was 26, now it's 26.5.
I don't think it's the number for Aiyuk. I think it's the trade
Guaranteed
package to the Niners.
Oh, respect. Yeah, because if the Niners know that he wants to come here and they want to play hardball, they're going to be like, hey, man, you just want to offer a third? No, we want a second. Now what? Oh, you want to offer a second? All right, we want a second and a player then. Now what? So I can see that. Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, we're not willing to give up a player in the deal.
Yeah. What was your thoughts, man? We did start to see some of those
which I don't like. I actually don't like that.
Where they're saying George Pickens is included in the trade package. You got to give up.
Yeah,
GP.
We're not trading Pickens or Freiermuth, but if you're talking about a guy like Calvin Austin or Dan Moore, if that's the breaking point in this trade, and we end up not trading for Aiyuk because of our refusal to add Dan Moore or Calvin Austin, or just not add a player at all, I would be pretty pissed off. I'm not gonna front.
But just that, so the off-limit players for you are Muth and GP, correct?
Yeah.
Anybody else, though, if they were saying maybe they wanted Jaylen Warren a part of this equation, how would you feel about that?
Luckily, they don't.
This is true.
They want McCaffrey, or they already got McCaffrey.
They have McCaffrey.
That would be tough.
Because I get the GP, I get the move, but I'm like, if they say they want a quality player, they want something back. It's like, yo,
I don't think I could do that.
Who's the next one?
I truly don't think I could do that.
But I think he'll be the next one up, though. If we're saying like what's appealing from another team, and if you're the Niners,
I don't know why you brought him up.
Well,
now you're giving the Niners an idea.
I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to make it make sense, bro. Jalen, I love you, bro. Don't need play, all right? I don't want you traded. We're just hypothetically talking this thing out, all right? Just hypothetically talking it out.
I don't think I could do that.
That's it. Okay.
I don't think I could do Jaylen Warren.
See, that's why because I'm like, who are we saying are off limits? Because if they said Najee, which I don't ever anticipate them saying, we wouldn't have that opinion. I think that we'll be okay with that.
I'd be more open to. I don't think I'd do it either, though.
Okay.
Because you're not only giving up the player, but you're giving up draft picks, and then you're paying the Aiyuk $30 million.
So as a whole, you don't like everything else.
It's
but
just
the
a lot. Whereas I think
whole,
Najee and Jaylen Warren, even without Aiyuk being here, is going to be pretty impactful in this offense.
Okay. Because my thing is, if you're giving a Najee, then you're probably not having to give up as much from a draft capital standpoint, but you're giving up a higher up player than a Dan Moore or a Calvin Austin is what I'm implying. Because if it is the sticking point of the package, then we can't keep saying Dan and Calvin without upping either draft picks, or we got to up a player so we don't have to up that draft pick.
Yeah.
They don't want anything
I'd
on
be
defense.
more open to Najee than Jaylen Moore. I'll put it to you that way.
I think I would be as well.
Man, that'd be tough.
Yeah. But Najee doesn't
unless
fit
they're
what
really
they're
liking
doing,
this Georgia dude. This Edwards.
He looked good, though, man.
He
He
did.
look like.
He could be the new duo with Jaylen Moore.
Yeah.
We do talk about how running backs are so plug and play and how expendable they are.
You preach it. You preach it, man. This would be a prime example of it.
If it's Najee and a third-round pick, that's tough not to do. I'm not going to front.
What if it was Jalen in a third-round pick?
Jalen?
Yeah, if it was Warren in a
couldn't
third.
do it. I'm a big Jalen Warren guy, man. Like,
you seen what 22 look like?
I think he's a big part of this team.
Did you see that first screen pass Najee caught, bro?
That was nice.
Come on, bro. New and improved. See a little lighter out there, man. See a little.
Yeah, he looked good.
Come on, bro.
I like that duo. I like that tandem.
Okay.
I don't think the Niners are looking for either of those guys, though. Luckily.
I would agree. I think they Calvin, GP. I think GP is target number one, and then when they realize he's not in the combo, then it's Calvin and Muth. But I just think it's
Muth either.
I think it's one way or the other. It's like you're either gonna go Muth in a later pick, or you're going Calvin in a higher pick, or Dan in a higher pick.
Yeah, I'm not giving up Muth or Pickens. There's no way.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't want to trade Calvin though. I like what he brings, but at the same time, it's like I get what we're trying to accomplish, and I understand that if you're the Niners, you're not trying to just send Aiyuk over here and just get a pick back. You're like, bro, I want a player because
I think Calvin makes the most sense.
I would agree
because it's receiver for receiver,
but
and if we get Aiyuk here, all of a sudden, Calvin's definitely wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5 at best.
But Calvin still has a unique skill set in terms of the speed element of it. And I don't think that he is as polished as a route runner as Aiyuk. I think that he would kind of fall into that in-between kind of Debo-ish out in San Fran, but not Debo. So I actually don't know how he fits completely because them having Debo as that gadget guy already there, so to speak. And because he's not a true just line him up on the outside and let him run routes all day, I don't know how appealing that would be when you're giving up a Aiyuk. So that's why I'm like, I could see them bringing up the move, and they're saying, well, hey, y'all ain't paid him yet, so y'all clearly aren't that committed all the way. Because if we loved him to that extent, we'd already signed into a deal. But we haven't, so clearly we're waiting to see something from him. So maybe the Niners look at that and they say, we got a chance to bring in another young tight end. We got a George Kittle already here. We got a Juszczyk. This guy's a mix, if we want to use him that way, but he can learn from either one of these guys. And then when it's time to pay him, Kittle's off the books. We're younger at the position. And that's, the whole NFL circle, so to speak.
Dan Moore would make sense too, actually.
He would.
I hear the Niners need some O-line help.
He would, but I don't know how they view him because you don't view him better than Trent Williams. And Trent's their left tackle out there. And he's only played left tackle in his league. So if they view him as a right, then maybe it's a different convo, but I don't think that they would view Dan Moore as an upgrade over Trent Williams, who is still 99 rated in Madden right now. Shout out to Trent Williams.
I got to give Dan Moore a shout out, too, because I thought he looked pretty good in the preseason game.
I would agree. I thought he did look good. He didn't play much, but I thought he played well when he was out there.
Yeah. He wasn't getting cooked.
Don't do that. We ain't there just yet, Deke. We not there
that
just
left side wasn't
Deke, we are not there just yet, Deke. God, Deke.
No, I brought up Dan Moore. I just wanted to give him a shout out. It's almost like tough luck where, you look good in the preseason game. You look like our best tackle, but you're still trade bait.
Oh, my God. Say, yo, he won't get cooked. All right. So, but I still would trade him. But he won't get cooked, though. Jeez, man. Shout out to my dog. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. But he played very valiantly.
I think Aiyuk's a Steeler, though.
Yeah.
End of the day, it's getting done.
Okay.
I don't know when.
See, I didn't catch the reports that you caught.
It's going to have to happen before this second preseason game, I think, for CTSPN to be right.
Okay, fair enough. Because I would say I could see it happening now that you give me
said
the
after
update.
The first preseason game.
You give me the update about the Aiyuk. Before I had the update, I was like, I thought it was dead in the water, bro. Yeah.
It's not a response to, I think, the most recent reports you're seeing of
but it's still
Niners
that was his sentiment, and you saying you saw this over this weekend.
Yeah, because the Niners have been consistently leaking stuff pretty much every day that there's still a possibility that Aiyuk could come back here.
Yeah.
And at some point, Aiyuk caught wind of this stuff and just had enough. But they've still been throwing some stuff out there where I think Schefter went on ESPN today and said, yeah, could still happen.
Yeah.
Could be a reunion with Aiyuk and the Niners. I'm just not buying it. I'm really not. Because everything Aiyuk has said, anytime he has spoken, he doesn't like what the 49ers are doing at all. He's pissed off. Every time. Going back to March where John Lynch is like, yeah, we love Aiyuk. We want him back. We're not trading him. He's posted some on IG saying, like, bullshit talks, money walks. It was something like that.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
He did his vlog where he was doing FaceTime with Jaden Daniels.
They don't want me.
Every time he has spoken about the situation, he's pretty much saying, I want out.
Yeah.
And what you're getting fed from the media standpoint is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. I like it, bro. And shout out to you staying on top of this too, bro. Because like I said, I missed that last weekend nugget. My heart was kind of like, dang, bro. All right, Ayuk's off the table. What's Juju's knee looking like? Now that I know Aiyuk has legs still, I'm back on the Aiyuk train. So I'm like, yo, let's get the talk going. Let's see what's up. Omar is getting close. Just hold fast. Don't blink. You about to get them. They about to blink, Omar. They doing this. They last little bit of flair. They trying everything right now. Just throw these reports out there. Throw these reports. Omar, you got this locked in, man. Come on. But it's going to be interesting, though. Like I said, I can understand from both sides, though. I can understand why we don't want to include Move, why we don't want to include Calvin. I can definitely understand why, if you're the Niners,
I'm good with Calvin. I'm good with Calvin or Dan Moore. James Daniel, I'm a little shaky on because I've heard his name in the mix.
James has more trade value in my eyes to the Niners than Dan Moore.
I
because
agree.
You can plug him in, he's going to start, and he's going to still be a
That's why I don't want to include him.
Very true. I get it.
Because he has more value to us, too, being on the team than Dan Moore right now.
True, but my question to you is, like, nah, I ain't going to do that. We ain't going to do that. We're going to leave that alone.
I'm just banking on Broderick and Falatano.
We're going to leave it alone. We're going to leave it alone. We're going to leave it alone. I'm not going there. We are staying positive.
I'm banking on those two over. I'm banking on Mason McCormick or Spencer Anderson stepping in and being a good replacement for James Daniels.
Fair enough. Hey, look, that works. And we still would have a Herbig if you wanted to bump him at guard. You got options, multiple body types in there. Fair. Yeah. But either way, would they be better than James Daniels in that situation? Probably not. Whereas we feel just a little more optimistic about the tackle spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.